Hi everybody, my name's Frank. I'm the Natural Resource Manager for the Wapello County Conservation Board. Today we're here at Garrison Rock and I thought I'd do things a little bit different. I'm going to kind of bounce around to some of our sites that we have as the Conservation Board and answer your questions that you might have. As the Natural Resource Manager, I have a bachelor's degree in forestry from Iowa State University. You don't have to have a bachelor's degree. There's another person on staff that's only got a 2-year degree, but he also has 40 years of experience. But with my bachelor's degree, it gave me the knowledge and skills that I would need to successfully accomplish my job. You wouldn't have to have a forestry degree. Any natural resource field, whether it be biology, animal ecology, will give you the knowledge that you would need to complete this job. So the thing that I would say I like the most about my job is this is my workplace. I get to spend most of my time out in the great outdoors. You can't hardly beat locations like this here at Garrison Rock with all the rock outcroppings and the scenic views. There's a lot of vegetation that's unique to Iowa here at Garrison Rock too, with all the ferns and stuff. That's probably the one thing that is probably the most outstanding on my list of why I enjoy this job, is that it changes from day to day and the views change from day to day. Whether we cutting trees one day or burning prairie the next. A lot of this stuff's weather dependent on what we get to accomplish from week to week, day to day, and scenario to scenario. Sometimes we'll get a phone call and we'll have to go do something that is kind of an emergency that needs to be addressed right now. It's just stuff you don't plan on, but it keeps things interesting. And one thing that I always like to say is it's just never a dull moment with the Wapello County Conservation Board, because there's always something going on. With that, I think we're going to go to another site and answer some more questions. All right, to pick up where we left off, I'm over at Cardinal Wildlife Area, standing in one of our sorghum food plots. Do we have any hidden talents at Wapello County Conservation Board? Well, personally, I do. And I'm going to touch back to the previous experience that I've had. Some of my previous work experiences have been welding, metal fab, and electrical. So coming into a position like the Natural Resource Manager, kind of have to be a jack of all trades, master of none kind of person. And those past work experiences have given me those opportunities to learn some skills that I can apply to my job. We have a lot of area and a lot of buildings, so having that construction type experience background makes me able to work on a lot of our equipment and our buildings. And obviously the college degree gave me the education to be able to manage land, but we still have to be able to manage the equipment and buildings. Another one, if you haven't figured out, is videography and video editing. So that's one of my hidden talents that I apply and benefit our organization here at Wapello County. Are there limitations to personal or social life? Generally, no. We kind of work a standard 7 to 3:30 day, but you never know when you're going to get called to work if something breaks or if there's an issue somewhere at one of the sites. So I think we'll go to one more site and answer some more questions for you. And welcome back. I decided to come back to Pioneer Ridge, so I'm enjoying the view here at one of our cabins. I'd mentioned that we've got a lot of buildings, so this is part of what I have to deal with, is managing these buildings and the people that use them. The next question was, what is a typical salary for a position like mine? And it is pretty variable because of private versus public, and then if you're in the public sector like I am with the county conservation, depending on which county you're in, you know, there's a lot more tax base in some counties because there's a bigger population, so they get paid more. So really there's a pretty wide range of what you could be paid to do my job, and that'll range anywhere between probably upper 30s, so we'll just say $37,000 all the way up to close to $100,000. So that's all going to depend on where you end up going, who you're working for. Why did I choose this job? Well, I chose this job because I really love the outdoors. I grew up doing a lot of hunting and fishing, doing a lot of walking around on public areas, and just fell in love with the outdoors. So I knew I wanted to manage those ecosystems that are found within the state, and I was really focusing on Iowa. I like southern Iowa, and I was wanting to focus on the ecosystems that are found down here, so that's why I got into forestry. I grew up next to Shimmick State Forest, which is a very large tract of forest in southern Iowa. So that's why I got into my field. So then after I got my degree in forestry, I took some seasonal and temporary work and built my way up to the position that I am now. It took a while, but I finally got into a position that I felt that I wanted to be in. And so don't give up if just because you think that you graduated college that you should get right straight into the position that you want to be in. Don't be afraid to work your way up. Take the smaller jobs. Don't be above those positions, because those positions are going to give you the skills and the knowledge to do the next step up, to do a better job at that. And that kind of leads to the question is the advice that I would give for all of you that's watching this. My advice is take as many jobs as you can, even starting in middle school. Go out and cut lawn or trim trees, trim your grandma's bushes. Just get outside and start building some skills to give you a leg up on the competition when it comes to applying for jobs once you've graduated. And then even after you've graduated high school, apply for seasonal positions, summer positions, because those summer positions, believe it or not, they mean a lot to the employer. If you've got a summer job that you did a really good job for whoever you was working for, the next employer is going to know that, and they look strongly on their peers, on what their thought is on your personality and your work ethic. So I would try to get as much experience as you can. So after you graduate high school, even if you're going into college, take as many jobs as you can, and a lot of different backgrounds too. So don't just focus on one organization and just keep working there. Go out of state, work for different organizations, because that again too, it looks really good on a resume if you've got different places that you've worked throughout your career. And then if you've got some really good references with those organizations, will give you the leg up that you might need to get the position that you want. So hopefully, we'll see you maybe out here enjoying some of these warm fall days. The leaves are falling. It's great out. I love this time of year. The days are getting shorter. The temperatures are cooler. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you around.